ting, 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 ting. I'm not going to play the real song. We'll get
Is
copyright
that
struck.
the special intro?
That's a special intro for, I think, my favourite Fast and Furious movie.
Okay.
It's not the best Fast and Furious movie. It's an actively bad movie.
I prefer 2.
2's way better.
This
1's
one's
better.
fun though.
5's
I don't
way
think 1's
better.
man. I don't think
think
1's better. I don't like 1 that much.
Granted, right, we're disagreeing on
Anyway.
that, but you know. So it's back. We're back, motherfuckers. It's Trump Talk 6. 2 Trumps, 2 Furious.
No, well, that was last week's, surely.
No, because we're retro. We're going back in it.
Alright, okay.
So once again, we're going to examine some pop culture material. It's me, Sarky, and my friend Dynamic.
Hello, what's happening?
Fucking hell.
Let's continue, just keep it going.
Yeah. It's me, Sarky, and my friend Dynamic. And this week we're looking at the last Fast and Furious for a while. Mainly because my wife will no longer listen to these podcasts when we're doing Fast and Furious. Because she hates the Fast and Furious due to a previous rant that she's never really forgiven me for. And frankly, we need her viewership. It's a good 20% of all the viewers we get. So yeah. We're going to have to put this in the back burner for a while. We haven't quite decided what it is. I want it to be Star Wars.
I don't want it to be.
I think we'll both get real amped up for it.
I'm actively against it.
Understood. But I mean, you've got to pick that scab. You've got to see the pus and see how good it is.
No, right. Let's not get into this.
We're doing Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift. It's a terrible movie. It's badly acted. It's fun, terribly acted. Cool. There's almost no plot, and then the plot that there is doesn't make any fucking sense. But I still like this movie, and I think it's mainly the Teriyaki Boy song.
Yes.
Which I thought up until 10 seconds ago was a little bit racist at the end, because I was sure it said. It's not. I was sure it said coming out of the black man's SLR, and you think I wonder where he get that kind of money. And the girl goes, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
But it's a black Benz SLR.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. It does make sense.
Yeah.
I presumed it was just a little bit of casual racism. Racist. But finding out that Pharrell did the song, makes that less likely. It's a good song. Yes. I fucking love that song. And it plays twice in this movie, which I really appreciate.
It's a hype song, like.
It's a real good song.
It test its time.
This, and weirdly, this song occupies the same headspace for me as like a G6.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure why that is, but I'm quite hype about both of those songs.
That's fair. No, I think I can understand that.
Oh, it does. It gets you fucking fired up. Right, so we're doing the top trumps thing. We try and do the categories out of 100. We can go negative. We've got to examine the series as a whole. So there's no characters in this fucking movie. So we're going to go through everyone we can, but we're stretching it. We're getting bottom of the barrel for like 10. I mean, there's no fuckers in this movie. Unimportant.
It's a really small cast.
Unimportant. The best part about this movie is I'm going round corners sideways, which is all anyone gives a shit about.
Yes. No, it's true. I think the cars in this one are the coolest cars so far.
Oh, they're super cool.
Yeah.
No, and it all, apart from, I really don't like at the end when they have to make it a
muscle car.
A Mustang. I think it's a Shelby Cobra Mustang. Like, I don't. Unnecessary.
No, it should have been some like.
It should have been like a Skyline or something.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see him do it in like just a souped out go-kart.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that would have been quite cool if they did have no cars. They just had to make do with like some actual piece of shit.
Yeah.
But no, they somehow managed to cobble together this wreck into like an amazing looking car in a few days.
In fairness, the wreck, it was a wreck because he scraped the sides a bit.
No, is it not hollowed out and everything? The muscle car. It's like a
No, not the muscle car. The Hans car that they get the engine out of. There's very little wrong with that car. It's a bit fucked up. But if you put a quarter of the amount of work into that car as you did into the Shelby, it would have ran different.
Also,
we're getting ahead of yourself. We're getting ahead of yourself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Fuck's sake. No,
Right,
it's
well,
my
I
fault.
quickly read through the plot points that I've wrote.
I've got to fucking ask you first.
Oh, okay. Right,
You
ask me. Cut
fucking
this.
Jesus Christ. No, it all stays in so people can see how rampantly unprofessional you are, you piece of shit.
I'm not rampant. Alright, come on. We're only 5 minutes in.
I know, but I'm real
Keep
fired up.
civil,
My wife
please.
called me a troll today.
I mean,
Like, she sent that as a text message to me and expected me to be happy about it. And then the bitch is sitting beside me right now, sniggering away as I relive my pain! You arse piece.
right.
Anyway, Dynamic. What do you remember about this movie?
Oh, what do I remember about this movie? Let me just go through it real quick, right?
Ding,
I'll
ding,
talk
ding,
it in bullet
ding,
points
ding, ding.
even.
Yep, go for it.
Right. So there's an opening montage. It's fine,
Mhm.
whatever. There's one man talking to another man's girlfriend, and then the second man throws a baseball through man one's car window as he drives away. A drag race then ensues between these two men to compete for this girl. And then also, there's a bullshit drag race because man 2, who we find out is called Clay, his friends are clearly helping him in this drag race in the pickup truck, right? And then we learn that man 1 cannot corner. This is the main character who we don't know his name yet. And then man 1, he drives through a house, and then he drives into a concrete cylinder. Oh no, Clay drives
Take
into a
notes.
concrete
You're not
cylinder.
allowed to take notes anymore.
Then we find out man 1 is called Sean. He's the
Oh,
protagonist. And then he goes to Tokyo instead of go to jail. Arrives in Tokyo, and then he meets Twinkie, who takes him to like a car show. They meet at school, or like a car meet thing where they drift race. And then they meet a guy called DK and a guy called Han. Sean borrows Han's car, and crashes the fuck out of it. At which point Han's like, "Right, you're working for me now."
your description of this movie is taking longer than the actual goddamn movie did.
I went into detail because you complained last week.
I didn't complain. I was worried about you. I was worried
Yeah,
that
well,
you
that's why I
genuinely
took
had
notes
some
this
sort.
week.
But there's a difference between taking notes and like autistically writing down every detail that happened.
That's what happened, man.
Yeah, that's
I
what
said.
happened. But
I
this
was
is
trying
supposed to be
to be better.
this
I
is
was
supposed
trying
to
to
be
be
an
better this
entertaining
week.
podcast, and you're fucking dryly reading out bullet points for 5 minutes. The fuck
All
do you
right.
think this is?
Right. Well, let me summarize it. And I
Oh, for
was
fuck's
actually
sake.
summarizing what I wrote there.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, he's working for Han. Han gives him a car. He learns to drift with him. And then DK, the bad guy, is angry at Han because he's stealing money. At which point they basically... Oh yeah, wait, Han dies after that. Han
Nice.
gets killed. And then there's a peaceful race between Sean and DK, the bad guy. And that's basically it. He wins the day. He wins a race. That was 4 minutes.
It's 4 minutes, but you managed to
It's
miss
4
out
minutes.
like every important thing in the movie.
Nah, I didn't. That's the important things.
Why is DK mad at Sean?
Because he's been sort of getting on with his...
There you go, the love interest.
With
That's
Neela,
the
the love
that's the
interest,
big
who was
plot.
adopted by DK's grandmother.
Uh-huh.
Which
And
feels weird.
And why is Han giving DK money?
Han's giving DK money because... Isn't it because he's operating on his uncle's turf?
Yes. I mean, you've missed out every important part of this fucking movie.
Two important parts.
The
Don't
crux
even
of the
seem that
movie.
important.
What? The romantic interest and the plot device?
Yeah, not that important.
Oh,
Let's
God.
move on. Let's just
I
start.
worry about you. And not from like a friend worrying about another friend. I worry that you're a voting member of society.
Alright.
Like, you have the same ability to elect an official as I do, and that does not seem correct.
Alright, man. Lay
I'm
off.
just saying.
Come on.
Fucking hell. Ting, 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 ting,
Right.
ting, ting, ting.
Let's just crack on.
Yeah, we'll just crack on. So, that was an excellent description, Dynamic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.
I appreciate your hard work and effort and interest in this podcast and its future.
Bye.
Right, let's crack on. We'll start at the bottom again.
Okay.
Dynamic has a series of pictures that I've sent him in front of him. Do you know the name of this character?
Sean's dad. I don't actually remember them saying a name.
Do they say a name? I can't remember in the
I
movie.
don't think they do,
Well,
honestly.
his name, is, according to IMDb, is Major Boswell.
So he doesn't even have a first name.
No, I don't think he does. But also, I would expect a major to have a better house.
Yeah, no, it's a little shit, like, it's
This guy's
tiny.
house fucking sucks.
Yeah. There's
Like,
people
there's
living
only
right
one
next to
bed.
him.
There's only one bed.
Yeah.
It's in a closet.
Yeah.
I mean, I realise Tokyo's crowded, but
That's
fuck's sake.
tiny.
Also, why aren't you living on the base? Like, you're clearly there. You're in the army. You're clearly there working. Why aren't you living on the base rather than this incredibly shitty and presumably expensive apartment?
Don't know. Maybe you can't bring, like, hookers back to the base, though.
Well,
Some rules against that.
first of all, they're soldiers. That seems unlikely. I'm sure there's hookers all over the place. But secondly, is she definitely a hooker?
I got the impression she was a hooker.
Could have been a girlfriend.
She could have been, but I
You
don't
reckon
know.
whore all the way?
I mean, that's the impression I got. Also, it was weird. She had, like, that was just a weird scene or a weird moment where she sort of leaves, and it almost looks like she was hit or something.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's a reason that
Like,
his parents are divorced.
yeah, but it immediately set me up. I was like, oh, I don't really like this guy.
Yeah, and he's in general an unlikable wooden turd of a human being.
Yeah.
I don't like this dude either. But he is in the
No.
movie, and we're desperate for fucking characters, so he's getting a card.
Yeah. No. Fair. But yeah.
So
Right.
since it is such an unlikable turd, let's just rip through this prick.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
Oh wait, nickname.
Oh, nickname. Major Boswell.
Major asshole.
I'm glad you remember nickname. I forget every goddamn week. And it's the only thing I bring to this podcast.
Major piece of shit.
Yeah, there you go. He's just a major piece of shit.
Yeah.
Intelligence. I mean,
Um.
he's a major. I guess that means something. Presumably he went to, like, officers' school.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it.
he doesn't do anything in this movie.
No.
So it's hard to actually get a grip on the guy. And he just seems like an unlikable turd. Like, he has no living area, but he does have a garage.
He's got a pretty big garage.
Yeah, use that
Yeah.
shit for something else. Like, that's another bedroom for your kid. But instead you've got a muscle car you're not rebuilding. It's a shell. There's no parts in it.
No, I think I don't know, 30 to 40
I don't know.
instinctively.
Just because he's such a plain oatmeal potato-faced asshole. Yeah, alright, let's go 30. I mean, I'm not fucking happy about it, but you know.
I think that's just cause the major. He is a major. He doesn't do anything smart or that though. He's just a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit. And, like, the kid seems to have every reason to be angry at him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, he
Even
does not
calls him
seem to have,
sir. It's weird.
he does not seem to have connected to him at all in however many years him and his mother have been split up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, fuck this dude. Alright, 30. Fighting ability. He is an army officer.
We don't see him fight though. I don't think is. Oh no, there's maybe one fighting scene. Oh no, there's a couple.
There's a couple.
Not as much as other movies though. I don't know.
Five.
Yeah, fine.
This turd's getting five. Let's just flush this fucker.
Yeah.
Driving ability. We never see him drive. Dick all. Roid rage level. He gets angry. Like, he seems to have a simmering cauldron of resentment going at all
but
times.
It's
not roid rage.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of a low-level sociopathy.
Yeah. No, I feel like 20-ish, maybe.
I wasn't even going to give him that.
You know, I don't mind going lower.
Okay, I'm going 10. Fuck him.
Aye.
Fuck this dude. Family level, dick all. Nobody likes him.
0. 0.
Do you know something? -0.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes this fucker. His wife can't stand him. The whore he's hiring does. I'm going with you. She's a whore. The whore he's hiring doesn't like him. His kid fucking despises him. His kid moves away with him to the gangster that he owes money to. Like, that's a safer and more nourishing home environment than his father's place.
It is a sad state of
It's
affairs.
a real sad state of being. 0 family level. Fuck this dude. Law breaking. I don't think he breaks any laws. He pulls a gun at one point.
But it's like in kind of defense, not of himself but of his son.
Absolutely.
So I don't.
Tokyo's
I
real
think
stringent
0.
on not having guns.
But is he allowed one because he's a major?
I don't think he'd be allowed one off the base.
Do you want to give him something then, like 5 or 10?
No. I don't want to give him anything. Fuck this dude.
Yeah, give him 0 then.
Man, I can't really explain why I like him so much. Or dislike him so much, but, you know.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to...
It's the uncle. I can't remember his name though.
Uncle Kamata. Played by the fantastic Sonny Chiba. An actor who's in an absolute hoor of stuff that you will have seen and is fantastic. And I really like Sonny Chiba. Pops up in a ton of crap. He's in Kill Bill. He makes the bride her sword.
Is that him?
It absolutely is him.
Oh, I didn't realise.
He's in a ton of stuff in the background of... like... You just see him. If you've got any interest, especially in like vaguely old school sort of John Woo kind of, but slashed. His is more Chinese, but this is like Japanese, and he's just in a ton of shit. I really like this dude. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's by far and away the best actor in this movie.
Yeah.
He's weirdly wearing quite a lot of makeup throughout.
Oh, you think? I didn't notice.
He's yeah. But I don't know if like real Yakuza people might do that. I don't want to infer that they might, because the last thing I need is the Yakuza on me. I've already got so much trouble with the Yardies and the Triads. I just can't stand another gang coming after me.
Having issues with Avigate, are you?
Oh, hell yeah. But he's good in this. He's quite intimidating.
Yeah.
He's got that sort of...
command and presence.
He's got that sort of Al Capone aesthetic that I think is actually kind of common. Well, at least as Yakuza is portrayed in media. But he looks real good in a white suit.
Yeah. It's baller. It's baller as fuck.
It's kind of super baller, and I kind of love him. He's also, even though all this stuff is beyond him, he clearly figures out that Han's ripping them off. Where his up-to-date and modern nephew doesn't know shit.
True. And he will lose intelligence points, I think, DK, once we get to him.
Well, I mean, I think we're diving into negative already. That guy's a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
But, intelligence for Uncle Kamata, I'm going to say pretty high. I'm not saying rocket scientist or nothing. I'm willing to go a solid 60.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, 60 feels right. He's so suave, though. Does his suaveness give him extra points?
65.
69.
60.
He's getting 69.
So dumb.
It's so dumb. And I'm a very old man, but it's still funny.
It is.
Fighting ability. He feels like he could absolutely, in his day, brawl up, but he has zero need to, because people will just, like, gut themselves rather than cross him.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what we can give him for fighting ability. I mean, I'm open to offers. Make me an offer.
I'm having a think. I think I wouldn't... I don't think he gets ridiculously high, but see, like, maybe a 20? 15, 20?
20 for the sheer intimidation. I'm sure we gave someone it for... we gave it to Tej for intimidation. We gave him something last week.
Did we? Okay, well, do you want to go higher then? What?
No, I'm fine with 20. I think that's...
Alright, okay.
I think that's fine. Intimidation can only get you so far. but I've also no doubt that he would cut a bitch.
Yes.
That's probably why he wears everything white, so you can see your blood on him. It's like a power move, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It shows he doesn't get his hands dirty anymore.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Driving ability.
Driving.
I presume he can drive, but I
think
don't
he
think
should
he
get
is
0.
driven. He
He
gets a
doesn't need
0.
to drive.
That's the thing. He does not need to drive. People drive him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't drive. I'm sure he has the ability, but he wouldn't drive. Like, he would wait for someone to fucking drive him. He's pretty
He
cool,
doesn't need
actually.
to wait for someone to drive him. Someone will drive him.
Absolutely. Or he'll fucking find out the reason why. He's by far and away the coolest person in this movie. I realise we're saying that about a ruthless Yakuza gangster, but it's still true. Roid Rage level 0. He's incredibly calm. And he doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't get mad at DK, does he?
He doesn't get that mad at DK because he understands that his disapproval is just
enough.
Life shattering for DK, which it absolutely is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets 0, but that's because he gets something in intimidation. He does not need to be angry. Like, even when Sean turns up with the money, he's not annoyed.
Yeah. No, you're right.
He gets fuck all. Family level.
I think he gets quite high.
He gets very high.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only does he have the family thing, like, how bad does DK take it? Like, that's the one bit of good acting that actor does in this entire thing.
Yeah,
it's like
actually,
the red-faced shaking with shame that he's disappointed his uncle.
I honestly, I'm feeling a 90.
Oh, 90's too much.
I don't think so, man. You see him, all the guys that get out of the car, like, he's got like a huge posse.
He does, but here's what knocks him down for a 90. The member of his posse that he sends out to start the race is missing 4 fingers.
Okay, so it's not... Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, he's not doing that through...
It's not a happy family.
It's not
It's a fearful family.
It's absolutely a fearful. Like, I'm sure there's love. There was love between DK and his uncle.
Mm.
But there's also a tremendous amount of fear. And I'm not sure his minions are minioning for him out of a desire to make Tanaka happy out of love. But out of, I don't want to lose any more fucking fingers.
True. That's a good point. What
So,
then? Like,
well, he still scores high. No, he
60-ish?
still scores high, but I'm willing to go like 65, 70.
Alright, okay.
I'll leave it up to you.
Go 70.
Alright, I'll go 70.
Because I think he's got like a lot of people.
It does. He's clearly got a loyal crew. Law-breaking, presumably massive. But realistically, we don't see him do anything much in this movie.
No, you don't. He's not in it that much.
He's not in it that much, but even when he's in it...
And it's not till the last 20 minutes.
Totally, but even like when they're talking about it earlier on, they go, he's Yakuza, but they don't say, and he's involved in this, and this. They just go, he's Yakuza.
Well...
That's a descriptor, that's not a...
Han does say that he gets a bit off of everyone that operates on his turf.
But he doesn't say what's operating on his turf.
No, he doesn't. That's true. But like, it gives the impression it's a lot of stuff.
Sure, but that makes a huge difference. If it's child sex traffickers, and he's getting a cut of that, it's a real bad dude. If it's weed dealers...
Yeah, I see your point. It is unknown.
It's well, should we bust out the very rarely done unknown?
Oh, I think we should actually.
We don't bring it up a lot because it's a power move. In our version of Trump's, unknown is a category winner. Beats all.
Yeah, I think that's actually such a shout.
So I'm willing to go unknown on him, and I think that's probably the best decision either of us have ever made. And I'm including my marriage in that. Anyway, moving on. Now we're on to number 3.
Right, I do not know this guy's name either. They must.
You don't know this guy's name?
No.
Oh, it's disgusting, and I'm not furiously scribbling up IMDb just to make sure I've got the right guy. How dare you and I'm not waiting for his picture to load so I can make sure I've got the right person. I'm fairly certain he's Morimoto.
Of
By
course, Morimoto.
Leonard Nam, or Leonardo Nam. Sorry, Leonardo. I uncooled your
How,
name by quite a lot by missing off the O there.
how could I forget Morimoto?
You know what I quite like about this dude?
I don't like this guy.
No,
Sorry.
he's a despicable human being.
Yeah.
But what I quite like about this dude is he's the only one that's vaguely believable as a teenager because he's spotty as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's real
Actually.
greasy.
The thing is, though, he was the one that because you meet him and DK at like the races or whatever. That's where you
Oh,
first introduce him.
sure, but is he not at school? Do we
He
not see
is
him like
at
at
school.
school?
So when he ends up, I think he's fighting Twinkie later on in the movie, and I was like, "What the fuck? That guy is at school?" Because DK is not at school.
No, but I'm not sure if that's because. No, he's definitely older than school age because Han, like, says it's a bit creepy. You're still cracking onto
Yeah.
schoolgirls.
Yeah.
But
So I did not realize this guy was a high school student until
I think you see him in the background of like the school.
like early on.
Yeah, before they go to the meeting.
I didn't notice.
I think you might, but it's not very important.
Nah, it's not.
I mean, nobody in there looks like they should be in high school. Lucas
No.
Black, as Sean in this, looks.
He's got 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah.
He's got 5 o'clock shadow. He's got a week next Wednesday shadow.
Yeah.
He looks 30 fucking 5.
He's got a receding hairline.
He's definitely got a receding hairline. And by the way, he's in Fast and Furious 9, which the continuity is all fucked up, and I'm not sure how many years, but it can't be more than 5. This guy looks fucking 50.
Mm-hmm.
This guy looks 50 years old in Fast and Furious 9. His hairline is now at the back of his skull. And his head somehow grows. Like, if you see a picture of him from Fast and Furious 9...
What's his name?
His name is... the actor's name is Lucas Black. If you see a picture of him from Fast and Furious 9, his jaw has shrunk, and the top of his head has blown up to such a degree that he kind of looks like... Megamind. Did you ever see that cartoon Megamind?
Yeah, Will Ferrell one.
Yeah. It's a decent movie. It kind of looks like that, dude. His cranium is gigantic.
I think it's just because it's the forehead illusion because of the receding hairline, I think.
I mean, that man doesn't have a forehead. He doesn't even have a 5 head. He's got a 47 and a third head. Fucking gigantic.
Let's not be mean about the guy.
I'm not being mean, but it doesn't help the continuity of the movie when it goes, I haven't seen you in 3 years. And he's walking around with a fucking walking stick and a fucking Dana stairlift strapped to his back. This motherfucker is 1,000,000 years old. Anyway, it's not important. Doesn't matter. Fucking moving on. Morimoto.
Right,
he is a tremendous piece of shit in this movie.
Yeah, what's his nickname though?
Oh, he never came up with Uncle Kamata one.
Oh, did we not?
No, and I think that's just because I respect Uncle Kamata.
Alright, is that his nickname? Just actually Uncle Kamata?
Unky.
Unky. Right.
Unky K. He sounds like a street level ketamine dealer, Unky K. You going out on Friday? Yeah, I got to see Unky K first to get my fix in.
Alright, let's go on to Morimoto's nickname.
I think he should be Greasy McSpot.
Alright, go with it, man.
Straight up, from the heart, but I believe it. He is real greasy. He looks like he smells. He looks like he sits in a bath and he gets that little slick of oil on top from a real greasy person.
You're actually being so nasty to so many people tonight, aren't you?
You know, I'm a nasty motherfucker.
Alright, let's go into intelligence. I do not think he's smart.
I mean, I don't believe that iPod was broken. I believe this motherfucker couldn't figure it out.
It ran out of charge.
Yeah. I don't believe it was broken. I reckon this fucker just can't work shit. And he loses the race. Like, he clearly never practiced. Like,
oh no, and he's like absolutely
Sean challenges him to a race and he goes,
shit.
Sean challenges him into a race, and he goes, "Yeah, all right." And he goes, "Right, I'll need a month of prep time, and then I'll race you." But in that month, he clearly doesn't get better himself.
Oh,
He thinks,
absolutely.
I'm a smash this." Fucking
Honestly, I'm
ridiculous, man.
feeling like 5.
All right. It doesn't feel right, but I couldn't tell you if it needs to go up or down, so I'll be unhappy and agree. Fighting ability. I mean, he beats up Little Bow Wow. However, I think I could beat up Little Bow Wow in that movie. Not in real life. I'm sure he's hard as nails and kick the shit out of me. But in that movie, he is a little bitch.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think he scores high here. I think.
The
I don't know.
violence. He's getting 5 again. Fuck this dude.
Yeah.
Driving ability. Now, he's a good driver. His car is not fucked when it gets to the top of the ramp.
He does crash later in the movie, though.
It does, but like everybody crashes at that point.
That's true. Everybody, apart from DK.
Apart from DK, and he's going to score quite highly on driving ability.
Yeah.
You know.
What are
So
we thinking then? Like
well, I'm willing
20-ish,
to.
30-ish.
What? I think we're going to end up giving who's the best driver in this movie. We should say it's Sean, but it feels like it's still DK.
No, I think it's still DK. I don't think it is Sean, because man cannot corner until 3/4 of the way through this movie. He demonstrates a lot of poor driving.
He really does.
But we'll get on to that.
Weirdly, do you know who the best driver in this movie actually is?
Who?
It's the fisherman.
Is it? It's not going to be. Oh, the fisherman. How?
The fisherman, the one that
Did they
goes,
say not bad?
yeah, that's what you call drifting. Not bad. He's the guy. He was one of the originators of drifting in Japan.
Oh,
Like,
was he?
he's a cameo in this movie. In Japan, he is super famous for being like one of the world's best drifters.
Ah, that's quite cool.
It's super cool. So technically, he's the best driver in this movie, but we know so little else about him. We can't really make him a card. So it's going to be
Yeah.
DK, and I think DK is going to be about a 40.
Okay.
So,
Well, I don't mind giving this guy like
a 30.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
A 30 seems fine. I don't think these drivers are noticeably better than Fast and Furious 2.
No.
They're way better than Fast and Furious 1.
Oh, absolutely. But no, yeah, I think there is a lot more drifting though.
There's a lot more of it, but I'm not sure. Like, if you were in a race, who do you think would win? Like a proper non-drifting related race from A to B. Is it Roman or is it DK? It might be fucking Roman.
I think, yeah.
So I'm willing to go. It's a style. Let's be 100% clear. Drifting is not the fastest way to get round a corner. It's the coolest way. But it's not the fastest. Like, nobody in Formula 1's thinking, I can just get drifting and we'll speed up these lap times by a couple of seconds.
I wish they were though.
It would be pretty cool.
It'd be sick.
It would be quite cool.
But
it's not especially better. Yeah, I'm going with 30. Fuck it. Roid Rage level, this is high.
Oh, this is quite high.
He's psychotically angry when he loses that. He's injuring himself. He looks like he's really hurting himself when he's beating the shit out of that car.
What are we thinking then? Instinctively, I feel like a 75.
No, that's too high because it's such an impotent rage.
Well, that's the one time he's mad, like real mad. I think.
Yeah, it feels too high to give him a 75.
60?
I want to give him a 55.
Okay.
Let's give him a 57 and both be unhappy. Family level, DK does not give a shit about this guy.
No.
Especially after he loses DK's car. DK does not give two craps about this guy. I don't think anybody else does either.
No, I don't mind giving him a 0.
I think he gets fuck all. Lawbreaking. He's clearly involved in some gangsterish shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a gun at like the sort of end scene.
Yeah, I think he might. Or is it just DK? Oh, no. I think he does.
Yeah.
I think he does.
He's got the speeding. That's your bog standard 10. I'm willing to go even like 15 because they are very reckless with their speeding. It's not like Fast and Furious 2 when they're just speeding, they're not really endangering anyone. These motherfuckers are
Oh no, they're
drifting through crowds
actively.
and
Yeah.
yeah, this is very dangerous behaviour.
And he does crash in a head-on collision when he's in the wrong lane.
It absolutely does. So, you know, there's a sort of involuntary manslaughter potentially going.
Yeah, I think
But
it is.
it's
I think
still
it's a
not
bit
good.
high.
Yeah, like 30?
30 to 40, I think.
Alright, let's go 35 and I'll be unhappy with it. And we'll just fucking live with it because my happiness doesn't mean it. But you? No,
I mean,
that's alright.
it does a bit, maybe.
No, fuck it.
Right, let's move on to the next card.
The next card is Cindy.
Oh, I had no idea that was her name.
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask you. There's absolutely dick all chance you would remember that. But her name is Cindy. She is the, I don't want to say hot. She's the attractive, sort of girly next door cheerleader who's weirdly like doing her toenails, painting her toenails on a car.
Yeah,
The
on
roof
Clay's
strapping.
dad's car.
It's kind of a weird one. The photo I've got for Clay is tremendous.
The what?
The photo I've got for Clay above her is tremendous.
The photo you got for...
Clay, the one that's above her.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
God, that's psychotic looking. It's going to make a great card. Cindy. Intelligence is pretty low. She should not be getting in that
What's
car.
her nickname?
Sloppy Cindy.
Alright, fine, whatever.
It's not good.
It's not great.
Cindy.
I'm drawing a fucking blank.
Cindy doesn't go well with anything.
Nah. They did call her... They called them Barbie and Ken in the movie.
Yeah, that's real lazy behaviour.
It is.
I keep thinking it's Cinder from Killer Instinct. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but that's what's going through my head. Cindy.
I'm actually drawing a blank because these characters are like...
Cindy,
nothing.
bloody Cindy.
There, go with that.
Cindy, bloody Cindy. It's not apt or anything, but you know, we're working with what we've got here. We're not doing well. This is a shambles. I think this might be our first dip in quality.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. Intelligence, very low. She should not have gotten that car. She's going out with this psychotic asshole of a boyfriend. I mean, he's murderous.
He is on the American football team or something. He's like the quarterback or something, right?
He is definitely they're gonna get married, and he is definitely gonna get drunk and beat the shit out of her every Friday night when his football team loses.
Yeah. He does have quite a lot of roid rage.
He's gonna get vast in the roid rage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he goes murderous. He tries to kill him. And
he does. Whilst he's screaming shut up to Cindy.
Yeah, this intelligence is not high. I'm willing to go like 10, but no more.
I am fine with 10.
Alright. Fighting ability. She can probably take a punch.
0, surely.
She can probably take a punch.
What, like 5 then?
No, I mean, it is 0.
Aye.
But I wanted to try and give her something. Driving ability, decal, we never see her drive. Roid rage level.
I think it's 0. I don't think he gets angry.
She gets something here. There's like a vindictive nastiness. Like, she's happy to see Sean humiliated. And like, thinks that she's better than him. There's a slight psychopathy
right.
here.
I see when she's in the car.
Yeah, there's a touch of something here. It's not much, but there's something.
10?
I mean, I'm going to go 11, just because I think the nastiness means if she's ever up against another 10, she should win out of sheer shittiness. Okay. Shitty Cindy!
Alright, yeah, there we go.
Thank you. I actually had to edit in. You won't listen to last week's podcast, because insanely, you don't listen to this podcast, but I had to edit in to last week's podcast because as I was editing it, I came across Jimmy. Do you remember Jimmy? Teshy's Asian assistant.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
And we couldn't come up with a good nickname for him. And when I was doing it, I thought, oh my god, he works with stolen cars, he breaks into places, and his name's Jimmy. It's Slim Jimmy.
Ah, that's good. Yeah.
It's a great nickname.
Yeah. That is
So I had
good.
to edit that in because, fucking nailed it. It took me a week, but I nailed it. Yeah. No, she's getting something for Rodriguez level.
11.
Family level. Yeah, 11. Family level. She gets something because her parents are like bailing her out of all trouble at the end of it. Rich
Yeah.
parents. She gets something.
Yeah.
But her family to be, i.e. Clay, is terrible. It's a bad family. He's already telling you to shut up, bitch.
Yeah, he is. No, he's a piece of work.
I'm willing to give her more than 0. Like, I don't think her parents are doing it out of love either.
5, 10,
3.
3. Okay.
Law breaking. I'm not sure she breaks any laws.
I don't think she breaks any laws. No.
I mean, she did a lot of stupid things, but I don't think she actively breaks any laws.
No.
Why
I
is
don't
she
think
in the
so.
car when they're having the race?
I don't know.
She should be like starting the race.
Yeah, it's some other random person that starts the race. I don't know.
It's very odd.
I
Right.
think 0 though.
Yeah, 0. Cindy is a terrible card. Dear Lord. You do not want that in your deck. She is very much a fucking Eggers. And I love Eggers, but she ain't doing well. Clay, or as we shall now be calling him, insert good nickname here. Clay. There's not a lot with Clay. Like, Clay away from this asshole.
Hey.
Old Clay.
Just old Clay.
Cold Clay, as in Coldplay.
Ah, I thought you said old.
Generic white.
I quite like generic white.
Just as a nickname, generic white.
Yeah.
It's 100% generic white. Fucking love it. It's a great nickname. I kind of want that to be my nickname. Generic white. Oh, it's pretty good. Intelligence. I think we're going to have to go negative here. This boy's mentally disabled.
What negative we feeling?
Negative. I mean, not massive, but like negative 20.
Okay.
But definitely negative. This boy is...
He's thick as shit.
Real stupid. Fighting ability. I mean, presumably high, but he doesn't actually like...
We don't see him fight, but I won't
gets
mind giving him
obstreperous.
something. He looks ready to beat the shit out of Sean. Until Cindy's like, race.
It's weird that he doesn't.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's weird that he doesn't just beat... He's got like 40 mates around him. He's clearly way better built than Sean. It's weird, although Sean, as we'll find out later, he takes his shirt off, has like a full Armenian man's chest hair. It's extraordinary. How this boy's supposed to be in high school, no fucking idea. It's weird that he decides to race him rather than just beat the shit out of him.
Well, is it not because Cindy sees...
But he doesn't care what he thinks.
Yeah, actually. And it
just go shut up, bitch, and knock his teeth out. So I don't think we could give him anything for fighting ability because he doesn't. He chooses to race weirdly rather than fight.
That's true. Alright, I'm fine with 0 then.
Generic white. That's a real good nickname. Driving ability. I mean, at this point, Lucas Black or Sean is fucking dog awful. And he still loses.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm willing to give him like a 5. He can drive. He's not good at it.
Okay, I'm fine with
In
that.
fact, I'm not sure I want to give him. He's getting a 4. I don't want him to lose. I don't want him to win against other normal driving people. But I did. Roid Rage level. Now this is where he's a good card.
Yeah, this is his glass cannon.
He is a super glass cannon. He is a super glass cannon on this thing. I'm willing to go 70s straight off the bat. I like, and I'm willing to entertain higher.
I think 75 to 80. I kind of want to give him 80. He is raging.
All right,
He's proper mad.
I want to go 70. Let's go. I'll go a bit towards you. We'll go 77. Right?
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Feels justice. Family level. Again, like Cindy, I'm willing to give him like a 3. His parents get him out of trouble, but on the other hand, I can't see his parents liking this turd.
No, let's give him a 2.
God, he gets worse than Cindy. I like it. It's harsh, but fair. Law breaking, attempted murder.
Yeah.
I fully believe that he was trying to kill Sean.
How much is attempted murder worth?
It's got to be a 50 something in it.
Surely.
It's
55?
Yeah, 55. So he's not entirely a glass cannon, because we're quite stringent with our law breaking rules. So far, nobody has broken physics. That will come. In fact, will it come in this movie?
I don't think it does.
It will. DK survives that final race.
Yeah, okay.
So he gets something. I mean, he doesn't do it in a way that helps him, but he does get something. Right, Clay's shit. He's a shithead. I'm glad he's gone.
Oh, wait, who's the next card?
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
There's just 2 cards.
No. This is one card. It's the guy in the middle, the one standing beside Little Bow Wow.
Okay.
And the reason...
He's in Fast and Furious 9, right?
He is in Fast and Furious 9. And the reason that I felt I had to put him in here is because, weirdly, he's a recurring character. Although,
what's his name?
This is the thing. I'm not sure. I think he's Toshi.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Like, there's a lot of IMDb that doesn't have pictures. So, I can't really match the actor up to... He might be Jason Tobin.
He is Jason Tobin. He's Earl Hugh. His name's Earl.
He might be, but older Jason Tobin doesn't look particularly like this guy.
No, that's 100%.
Well, wait a minute. Is he in Fast and Furious? He is in Fast and Furious 9. It is definitely Earl. Yeah, you're definitely right. It's Jason Tobin. Now, so his name is Earl. I think that's his nickname as well. My name is Earl. How is his name Earl?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you know something? Let's not explore this. We can't come off as anything but racist if we dig into that anymore.
That's
but
true.
My name is Earl. Intelligence, presumably very high.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he's like, fixing up the cars and stuff.
Yeah, he's like the mad genius. And I think he's still at school with them.
Mm-hmm. Is he not kind of like the Jimmy equivalent in this movie?
I think he might be. So
who was the guy in the first movie? The guy that died?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about? The blonde guy?
Oh, fuck, yeah, I do.
Fuck, doesn't matter.
Oh my god, how can we not remember this guy's name? The ADHD, possibly autistic guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that does his dad's car. I absolutely know who this guy is. And I know who the actor is. You see him in a ton of stuff. He looks like Giovanni Ribisi.
Jesse.
Yeah, it's Jesse. Thank fuck. He's not weirdly Giovanni Ribisi's brother or something, is he?
No, because his name's Chad Lindbergh.
Alright, fair enough. He looks a lot like him. Right, doesn't matter. Oh god, I can't believe I forgot Jesse. Yes, he's the tech boy equivalent. Mm-hmm. So I'm willing to give him a 65, 70?
Yeah.
He seems to really know what he's doing.
And they fix that car up at the end quick.
They do, and it really annoys me when that wide-chinned New Zealand girl is like, "That's not how I want to drive my car," and he's like, he pulls his computer and like, well, we're done then. Because he
Yeah.
knows what he's about.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
fuck you in your car. I know better than you do. You're not good at this. Anyway, we'll get to that bitch. Jesus, she's got a Coulthard jaw.
What?
David Coulthard jaw. Have you ever seen a picture of David Coulthard?
I don't recognise the name.
You don't recognise the name David Coulthard?
The
Famous
racing
Scottish
driver. Oh
F1
yeah.
driver.
I don't recognise the name. I recognise his face though, and she
Oh, it's
does.
kind of depressing. But she really does. It's an incredibly masculine jaw. Alright, Errol. I'm willing to go, yeah, intelligence 17, no problem. Fighting ability, 0. Dick all.
0. Yeah.
Like, he gets -0. I don't think he can fight his way out of a wet paper bag.
Okay.
Driving ability, I don't think we see him drive.
No, we don't.
So technically, presumably, but we don't see it. So
0 again.
Technically 0. He's gonna be a much better card in Fast and Furious 9 when we eventually get there, because he builds a rocket ship that works.
Is that an intelligence 100?
I mean, fucking hell, it might be, right?
Yeah,
How many people can make a homemade rocket ship out of a shitty car and some ex-Russian boosters and actually get that fucker into orbit? Not even into orbit, into the correct orbit so it can intersect with a satellite.
One, it's Errol.
It's fucking Errol. And weirdly, Lucas Black. Bow Wow might also pop up on that, I can't remember. Right. Roid Rage level, again, Dick all, I think.
Yeah, 0.
Bit of a glass cannon. Family level, there's something here.
There's something. It's not ridiculously high.
No, but it feels like a 30.
Yeah.
Feels like a 30 or a 35 or something.
I think 35.
Right, 32, compromise.
Aye, okay.
Neither of us happy. Law breaking. I don't know that he breaks any laws. He's certainly in Han's garage a lot, and Han's doing a load of dodgy shit. But I'm not sure that those two things would cross over.
No, I think 0.
Yeah, I want to go 0. Yeah. Quite like him. Quite like Errol. My name is Earl. Yeah. Quite like him. Alright, now we've moved on to DK. Now, the temptation is to just go Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there. And we could do the rap, you know.
I mean, you can do it if you really want to, but...
What? DK?
I don't think anyone really wants you to.
DK. Donkey Kong is here. I fucking love that game. That's a terrible game. But for the rap, it's pretty good. Right, I won't do it. Right. DK. Suck my DK. So quite amazing.
Oh, I like that better. That's better.
Suck my DK. Right off the bat, but it feels good. This guy is it's a shitheel. Just a shitheel of a human being.
He's just a nasty guy.
He's also potentially a sexual predator.
Yeah, no, it's really...
I don't know what the age of consent really in Japan is, but this... Is it her name Neela? Mm. Like, Han's like, that's not the first schoolgirl you went for.
Yeah, he's like, when you go to get over schoolgirls or something, it's like,
yeah,
nah,
and if you consider that Han and DK are maybe supposed to be about the same age, and Han looks 30.
Yeah. No, this dude's got to at least be mid-20s.
Got to at least be mid-20s.
At least.
He's a real creep. And apparently a moron, because Han's ripping him blind.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
So I think he gets low here.
Well, does he get low? Right, here's my argument, right?
Right.
I suspect that it's only because he trusted Han so much that he didn't, look into shit. Like, he thought they were brothers, and they had, a bond, and they were doing this together.
Okay, right, I see what you're saying. He does get very upset about it. He does say, you're my partner, or something.
Yeah, it feels very personal to him.
Yeah.
But still, not great. I want to say, 20, 25. I
was thinking 20.
30. No, okay, we'll go 20. 20 feels fine. He's not a moron, but he's got his blind spots.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting ability. He's
He
very
does.
happy to throw a punch.
He does beat the shit out of Sean
And Han, before
and
Han
Han.
escapes.
Yeah. And
I mean, I'm
nobody
not saying
really
it's
fights
massive.
back.
Well, no, but that's the
Um,
intimidation factor, which
is it
also
like,
we take into account.
honestly, I wouldn't mind like 15, 20 again.
Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit higher. Because he's got intimidation and he actually backs it up. Like, I feel
Like
a
what, like
30's not
30?
out of the question here.
I could go 30.
Alright. No, I think 30's fine. Driving ability is very high. He's the high point of this.
Yeah, because he's not. Every time he's driving, it's like he does get beat, but he never has his lows, you know?
I think the only reason he gets beat is because he's too emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's my argument. Him and Han are pretty much 50-50 in that final race. Or not the race, but Han escaping him. And in
Yes.
fact, it's only to save Sean that Han comes back and gets himself in trouble. So
Yes.
technically, based on that, you could say that Han is the better driver. But what I would suggest is that he's only the better driver in that race because DK is like psychotically angry and way too road ragey to actually be driving at his best.
Okay. I think I can understand that.
No,
So
I'm just saying,
maybe in a cool head.
I think he's better than Han.
Okay.
Like, he's keeping up with Han while smashing the
He's the
accelerator and
only
going
one that
way too
doesn't
hard.
crash either.
Yeah, there's something to that.
What are we thinking then? Because you said 40 earlier.
I did, but I now think that I want to give Han 40. So I think I want to give DK like 41.
Okay.
I'm
Go
not saying there's a
41.
lot in it, but
No, I think he is better though.
yeah, alright,
He's the
41.
most consistent
He
in
is
the
very
movie, I think.
consistent. Yeah. Roid rage level,
Quite high.
quite high,
Quite high.
but not as high as like Morimoto.
What did he get?
He got a 57.
Maybe like a 40, 45?
Hmm. How about a 50?
Yeah, okay.
When his
No.
uncle is putting him down, the shame and rage, like he's shaking with it. He
Mm-hmm.
controls himself better than Morimoto, which is why he's a little bit lower. But he is feeling it.
No, I'm fine with 50. 50's good.
Yeah, good. Family level. At what point in the movie? His uncle likes him up to a certain point.
I think we've got to consider the movie as a whole, though.
Then this is
'Cause
going to be quite low.
I think it is quite low.
His shithead friends
He
are.
also, his partner, he loses his partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his friends,
His
I don't
girl.
know. His girl, his
Because
uncle.
Neela seems to be with him at the start.
Yeah, you do kind of get that impression. Yeah, no,
I'm
I
not saying
don't
it's
think it's
zero,
high
but
at all. I think, honestly, maybe like sort of 15, 10. I don't think it's high.
I want to go lower than that. Right, I'll go with 8.
Okay.
Compromise. Well, I mean, we are just professional as fuck and I love it. Lawbreaking, very high. He's gangstering
Oh.
like fuck, and he's trying to kill people.
Speeding, racing, shooting a gun in a crowded place, owning a gun.
He is
Uh,
definitely trying murders.
yeah.
Multiple murders.
There's presumable just criminal dealings going on.
Absolutely. I'm willing to go 70-75 right off the bat.
I think he straight up shoots at Han when he's reversing. I'm thinking 80.
Alright, you feel that strongly, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I will say though that in the next 7 Fast and Furious movies, Han dies in 2 different ways.
But is this not his definite death?
No.
Is it not? I thought this was like chronologically the newest one.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
it's
like
not.
it's like the 6th one
Okay.
or something.
Huh.
Actually, it might be the 7th.
Out
But
the
it's
9.
out the 9.
All right. Wait, so this is 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if this was like a spin-off one, sort of like Hobbs and Shaw.
You would think, but they make Fast and Furious. Well, this is an interesting thing. Fast and Furious 4 isn't called Fast and Furious 4. It's
Called
just
Fast
called
and Furious.
It's just called the Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Huh.
Fast 5, however, retroactively makes this an in-mainline Fast 3.
Okay.
Because Fast 5 is called Fast 5.
I see.
But you're right, it really should be a side qual like Hobbs and Shaw. Anyway, unimportant.
Yeah.
DK is a shithead of a human being, and I'm glad he's banished for Tokyo. I mean, it seems that's really getting away with a lot after he murdered
Oh,
the
is
dude.
that what happens? He just gets banished by his uncle.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead.
No, I don't think he's dead either. I didn't realize he got banished though.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the outcome of the race. Whoever loses has to leave Tokyo and never come back.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was more the winner of the race gets to, like, you get to walk free. I thought it was more sort of Sean was on the line during the race rather than DK.
No, they're both on the line.
Okay.
How does Sean get a new car, by the way, at the end of the movie? He's giving all his money away to Yamata. Or Kamata.
See what I presumed?
Mm-hmm.
I presumed that he almost sort of took over Han's garage and started sort of doing stuff or whatever. And this was a time
Han's shit's
skip.
gone.
Yeah, but
Do you think the police who have impounded all that crap turn up and go, I was a mate of his. Oh, we'll just take all his shit then.
No. But maybe him and Twinkie start doing some business or something and generating some income.
And you don't think the police are going to have anything to say about that with their seized property?
I'm not saying they used the property that was seized.
No, but even they'll like presumably they've seized the headquarters, the hideout.
I mean, but they use that after the raid.
They do, but they tear down police tape. They're not supposed to be in there. I don't think it's a long-term viable proposition.
Alright. I don't know, I presume something happened and he generated some money and he almost became like the new Han of Tokyo.
Well, he's the new DK, certainly.
Maybe he's just racing folk.
Maybe. But where does he get his car's pretty anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, moving on. Right, now we're up to Neela.
Sheila.
Small knees, all jaw. Small Neela's all jaw.
Yeah, whatever.
David Neelatard.
I quite like that one.
I think it's David Neelatard.
Yeah.
Jesus, she's got a wide, strong jaw.
She have a big jaw.
She's got a better jaw than I do.
Yeah. It's a big jaw.
A big jawed woman. Now this is played by Nathalie. What kind of name is that? It's not Natalie, it's Nathalie.
No, I think you can pronounce that Natalie.
Horse shit. Nathalie Kelly. And I don't like this woman. Not personally. But in this, she can't act. At all. I've no idea what her motivation is from one scene to the next. Are you banging DK? Are you not? What?
I don't know, she just kind of takes a liking to Sean for whatever reason.
I don't get it. I don't get anything about her.
It feels quite... it feels like quite a weak story.
It's terrible. It's a weak story because she's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody awful.
But it's like it was just shoved in there, though.
It's terrible. I've never seen her in anything else, and I'm real glad because this bitch can't act at all.
What are we feeling on intelligence?
I want to slag this bitch off a bit more. She can't act. She's not attractive. She's got the jaw of a Russian Soviet fucking weightlifter.
I mean, okay.
I'm gonna cut some of this out. It's too mean, but fuck this bitch.
Yeah,
seriously.
like this feels a bit weird, dude. Like, I don't know. Fair enough, but you just kind of slagging her quite a lot.
Yeah, fuck this bitch. Anyway, we'll cut a lot of that out.
Alright.
David Neelatard. It's still a good nickname.
Yeah, it is.
Intelligence. She's such a blank slate that it's hard to tell what's going on in there.
I think it's like average.
I don't know that I want to give her average. She's making dumb decisions. I want to go 30.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I don't like this person. Fighting ability, dicko.
0.
Driving ability. I don't believe that she knows better than Errol when it comes to driving.
No, and I think we only really see her drive once.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on the mountain when she's drifting about on the date with Sean.
Well, you see that, and you see her driving into the car meet at the start.
That's like she goes up a ramp.
Yeah.
And parks. That's it.
Annoyingly, she is probably better than all the drivers of Fast and Furious 1.
Oh, probably, yeah. In fact, no, definitely, I think. I don't know,
We're
maybe
going to end up giving her a 20, and she doesn't deserve it.
I was thinking 20. Honestly. But see, to be fair, she drives in the movie, she drifts a bit, and she doesn't crash.
Yeah, I mean, that is.
So as far as Fast and Furious driving standards go, that's quite solid.
Yeah, she gets 20. I'm not happy about it. Ride rage level. She's often irked. But that's about it.
It's not anything more than that.
It's not. Let's give her like a 5. She's irritated, but, you know. Family level. Fuck all. Unless you can make a case for something.
I mean, Sean likes her.
Yeah.
But that's about it. DK is kind of weird towards her.
Mm-hmm.
A bit
like, if this is a family, it's not a good family.
No.
It's a bit Fritzl.
I think family is maybe like a 5.
Alright.
Just because Sean likes her.
We'll give her a 1 so she's not a 0, but I'm not agreeing that she's a 5.
Okay.
Law breaking. I don't think she breaks any laws.
Is it driving around the mountains drifting breaking laws?
Well, potentially, but it also seems like it's a closed off road. Like there's never anybody else. It feels like a racetrack.
Yeah, they never run into anyone else, do they?
No. I'm almost willing to believe that's a racetrack.
I'm fine with giving her 0 here.
Yeah, okay. Not a good character and badly acted. But whatever. Now this is Little Bow Wow, who plays Twinkie. But he's no longer called Bow Wow, he's called Chad Moth.
Low Bow Wow.
Yeah, because as a rapper name, Little Bow Wow doesn't give you much of a place to grow.
Nah, it does not.
However, I don't mind this character particularly. He's not fun or anything, but he seems to be a person with his own life and interests. He's not dependent on anybody else. He's weirdly hooking up with like supermodels.
Oh yeah, because of they take Sean to the club where all the models go to.
Yeah, and he like goes and picks a couple up and takes them into one of those.
At the car meet, he's talking to like 4 girls at once.
Yeah,
he's a player.
Like he's living his best life. I can't knock him that hard.
What do you think of the Hulk car?
Right, it's a terrible car.
It's awful, man. I hate it.
It's fucking awful. However, if I was 16, I'd probably think that was pretty dope. Do you know what I mean?
I think, see if it just didn't have the fringe.
No, that's the eyebrow.
Oh, it's the eye. Of course it is. Of course it is. See if it didn't have the eyebrow.
Monobrow. See, I quite like that it's a monobrow.
No. If it didn't have that, it already gets bumped up like a point or 2. I think it's horrific.
I like that he's like going, I don't want that fucking Porsche. I don't want that Audi. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, man knows what he wants.
He knows what he wants, and apparently the ladies love it.
Yeah.
And you know, honestly, for a man who's doing as much shipping around of dodgy merchandise as he does, a small van just makes economic sense.
Oh, absolutely.
He's got to shift along a lot of sneaker boxes.
Your product somehow.
Yeah. Like, it's a sensible decision, and I like that he's so into it. Like, I would slate it more, except that he's clearly super into it.
And he's good at
it. It's not a cool car, though.
What's his nickname?
So we got to come up with a nickname. Now, Bow Wow, I don't know that has a lot to go with. It's already a nickname. So
No, it's
Twinkie,
Twinkie.
Slinky
Slinky.
Twinkie.
Slinky Twinkie.
Great minds think alike. I love it. Slinky Twinkie. I'll edit this bit out. You thieving bastard.
What do you mean?
You know fine well what I mean.
I said Slinky the same time as you.
Aye, when I said it the second time, because I'd already said Slinky Twinkie 5 minutes previously.
Nah, horseshit.
Oh, really? We're on recording this.
I don't care. Don't play it back.
You
Don't
piece of shit.
don't send me. I won't listen.
Slinky Twinkie's getting away with a lot. I like it. I'm going to give him quite high intelligence. He's making money. He's banging. He's not just banging supermodels. He's banging multiple supermodels at
And
the same time.
he is making a lot of money.
He's making a
Like
good
that
deal
whole
of cash.
car must have cost a fair bit.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not
Honestly,
parking it in like normal parking.
I'm feeling
going
like
to
65.
Oh man, yeah.
Because
He's
like
parking it in the
60.
same places as like Porsches and Ferraris.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'll go 65.
He's paying for a parking spot in the middle of Tokyo.
It's real. Yeah,
Shit's
it's real
expensive.
good. Real expensive. Fighting ability.
0, I feel.
Well, he's willing to have a go. He's getting the shit beaten out of him, but he is scrapping.
Like 5
he's-
then?
Oh, I'm willing to give him something. I'm not even suggesting it has to be as high as 5.
3.
All right, I'll go 3. But you know, I mean, just not 0.
Okay, fair.
You know what I mean? Driving ability. He can drive. We never see him do anything really cool.
No, I think you're standard 5 or 10.
5. Standard driving. Roid rage level.
He does
He's
get
not
angry.
angry.
No, he
Yeah,
does. He gets angry at Sean
slightly
for giving him his iPod.
Yeah, but that feels like it's more embarrassment and humiliation, and
I still
that doesn't
think
feel
he
like it's anger from a real place. You know what I mean?
I still think maybe even just a 5 though.
Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't get anything. I'm just saying
Alright.
I'm not counting it massively high.
Oh no, absolutely not. He's chill the majority of this movie.
Well, if you're banging supermodels 10 years your senior on the reg, I mean, you would be pretty chill as well.
Yeah, he would be.
And people seem to love him. Like, he gets along with everybody. Apart from, you know, the bad guys.
That's because they're the bad guys though.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Like, I'm willing to give him a 5. I'll go away and say 5. That's fine. I'm saying it's not high. Family level, people fucking love him. I'm not saying that counts as family.
I think it's middling. I don't think it's insane though.
I don't think it's insane, but I'm happy to go like a 20.
I was even thinking maybe a little bit higher, like a 30.
Well, here's my problem with that. These don't feel like deep relationships. Like, I don't know that anybody would like go to bat for him, apart from Sean.
Alright, okay, I see what you're saying. Alright,
Like,
go with 20
Hadden
then.
lets him hang about, but I'm not sure that Hadden like fucking strap up and go out fighting for him.
Go with 20 then.
Well,
fine with
I
that.
think 20 is fine. And law breaking. I don't know that he breaks any laws. I don't know that his goods are moody. He's selling like shit, but he just seems to be a good salesman. I'm not sure that any of this shit's illegal.
Yeah. Or maybe it is a 0 here. I don't recall him breaking any other laws.
Well, I'm willing to give him like 1 for like street peddling without a license, but like it's like a 1.
Yeah, give him 1.
You know. Alright. Now we're on to the main cast. Han, or as we will from now on be calling him Future Chonk, because that boy is always eating.
He is, isn't he? He's got that like
That Brad Pitt thing.
Brad Pitt, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm just going with right off the gut with Future Chonk. He doesn't.
Cool.
We've seen him in 10 years. He stays trim. Apart from of course when he's trying to shoot Ben Affleck in the head.
What movie's that in?
He's in Superman v Batman. He's one of the guys that's guarding Martha.
Oh, is
Kent.
it for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's the guy that I think he's the guy that shoots Batman in the head. But he's certainly in that scene. He gets hit by a crate, I think.
Oh.
Future Chunk. That's a good nickname. Oh, God, that might be my new rapper name. It's either that or Generic White. They're both great.
Right. So for Future Chunk, Intelligence. He's got to
Well,
be.
he's running a successful criminal organisation, but he does get caught by a guy that doesn't really know what he's looking at.
I still think
You know,
it should be like sort of 50-ish.
I'm happy to give him 50. I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
not 70.
Oh
You know
no,
what I mean?
no.
But I'm happy to give him like a 50.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm happy to give him a 50. Yeah, I'm happy to give him a 50. Fighting ability. We don't see him fight. We see him get beaten up.
Yeah, it's
And he does not want to fight back. He
no.
prefers to run.
Yeah,
So I think he is a 0.
I think I agree.
Driving ability, as we've discussed with DK,
It's what 40.
well, we gave DK 41 specifically so we could give Han 40,
Yeah.
which I think is fair. I think that's an entirely reasonable. He seems to be an extremely good driver. He's not interested in it particularly, but he's very good at it.
Yeah.
Roid race level, very low.
Kind of
Like,
feel a 0. I don't think he gets mad.
I don't think he does. I think it is a 0. Family level, now people love him. I don't think he gives a shit about anyone. I'm kind of surprised that he goes and helps Sean at the end. I would have thought he would have just taken off and left him to his own devices.
Right. Also, though, I do want to say this is the first movie where that because at the end when Vin Diesel turns up and Twinkie's talking to Sean, he says, "Oh, this guy says he used to know Han. He was family to him." And
Yeah,
it's the
but that's
first
not
use of
shown
that
in the
sort of.
movie.
It's not, but I still think it's worth something.
What do you think it's worth? This number better be in single digits.
I was feeling like fucking 30.
Oh, fuck off. It's never
No,
worth it.
man.
One line from
Mate,
Vin Diesel. One
aye, but
retconning ass line from Vin Diesel does not give him 30 goddamn points.
mate, it's the
He
first
get
time you hear the catchphrase. It's the first time I've heard it.
First of all, it's not the
It's like,
first time you've heard that catchphrase.
when is the first time I hear it then?
It's in Fast and Furious 1. It's that Vin Diesel doesn't say it.
Who says it?
I think one of his boys, one of his idiot boys does.
Oh, that's meaningless then.
Well, I'm just saying it's not the first time you've heard it.
I mean, technically true, but hearing it second, well, apparently Vin Diesel said it, so
But nah.
I don't know. I feel like it's worth something. I don't think it's
It's-
single digit. I think it's like more than that.
Oh, I mean, you're breaking my heart here.
10.
Alright. You've annoyed me because I'm more than single digits. I was going to be irritated if you'd went 9. But right. We'll give him 10. I'm not happy about it. I mean, fucking shocking behaviour, but whatever. Fucking whatever. Law breaking. Certainly some. Speeding.
Yeah. Speeding.
I'm not sure what the other crimes are he's doing. He seems to be importing some shit, but it might just be the moody trainers that Little Bow Wow sells.
That's true. I kind of feel like a sort of 20 to 30.
Yeah, I mean, he's not hurting anybody.
No, but there's a lot of cash getting.
A lot of cash,
over.
but yeah, all right. Let's say 25. I'm not
Okay.
happy about it. But let's say 25. And now we come to the last guy, Lucas Black as Sean, or
I think we should have saved the nickname Generic White for now.
Generic White 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Other generic white. Oh, it should have been generic blonde and generic brunette.
Yeah.
But we can't go back.
No, it's written in
Can't go
stone.
This thing is we take this shit seriously. I mean, I want to make fun of his old man chest hair. Old pensioner nipples. That's a great picture. That's the only good picture he's ever taken, is the one that I've used as a screenshot of him.
That's from the start of the movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
When he's looking at Cindy.
Redneck 5-head.
What?
Redneck 5-head.
Alright, go with that then.
Redneck 5-head. I like it.
Right, intelligence.
I mean, not high. Very low. He makes stupid decisions, and not out of particular anger or anything, out of just being a fucking halfwit.
Yeah.
Like, this is the other reason I don't believe he's taken over Han's business. He does not. I'm amazed that he has the brains to get on a Japanese school uniform correctly.
I was kind of impressed how he somehow manages to wake up at 7 in the morning. Oh no, before 7 in the morning when his alarm goes off,
And
and
then
then make it
navigate
into school. Yeah,
That was kind of surprising. What's
navigate
most
Tokyo
surprising
at
to me
rush
is,
hour.
how is he supposed to learn anything that's told in a class he doesn't speak?
Yeah, I know.
What are
Yeah,
you
it's like the
learning in
teacher just
maths?
keeps getting angry at him as she's saying the thing about the shoes,
Yeah.
but it's like
But also, there's like half a dozen kids in that class that do speak English. They could have went, "Slippers, mate. Put on your fucking slippers."
they could have, they did not. What are we thinking? Like 15,
Fuck, I don't think he gets 15.
10?
I'm not happy with 10. I'm giving him 9. He's thick as mince. Like, every decision he makes is terrible. Who decides that I'll borrow someone's car to drive in a style that I've never driven before in a car park where there's tons of
Oh yeah,
concrete
you
walls
can
and shit?
clearly see that there's a corner coming up.
I mean,
No, yeah,
he does not deserve 9.
give him 5.
No, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give him 7 because he's an idiot, but he's got a horseshoe of luck coming out his ass. Like, that he survives this movie is unbelievable.
That's true.
So he gets a 7. It's dumb fucking luck. Literally in his case. Anyway, fighting ability. He seems willing to scrap, but not great at it. We're still on that sort of level of fighting as we are in the first 2 movies, where it's kind of semi-realistic, shitty slap fighting.
Kind of feel a 5.
Yeah, alright, fuck it. But he is willing to do it, he's just no good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Driving ability,
Mate, man cannot corner.
he cannot corner. He learns to corner.
He learns, but the majority of the movie is he's
And
shit.
again, I feel he wins this race through dumb fucking luck at the end.
Yeah.
Like, I do not believe he's a better driver than DK.
No. Not at all.
But he's way better than anyone in the first 2 movies. Oh, the first movie, certainly.
Also true. Definitely the first movie.
I'm willing to go like 25-30.
Or out of 25.
Right, fair enough.
Lower end.
Fair enough. Roid rage level. This is going to be surprisingly high because he doesn't go into a murderous rage, but he has massive impulse control issues that lead him to make
Poor decisions.
combined with his low intelligence, lead him to make moronic decision after decision after decision. It's kind of spectacular. I'm feeling like a 60. I like that there are genuine pauses in this that I have to edit out because it's a podcast, so you don't get to hear these like long pauses where either one of us has to put serious thought into this thing. But we genuinely do like consider these quite long and hard, and it might not come across in the podcast format because I've got to edit out the 10-second pause because it's terrible to listen to. But like, I like that you're going like.
I'm doing that thing like I'm actually doing a thinking man right now.
Yeah.
Over whether Sean has roid rage or not in Tokyo Drift.
He definitely has it. I'm not saying it gets.
I think 60 is a bit much though.
What are you thinking? You thinking like a 40?
I was thinking more 30 to 40.
Right, I'll meet you at 40. How about
that? Okay.
Alright, I'll meet you at 40. I accept that it might not be. But it's just the constant frequency that he does it. It's like, it's not the peak that he's reaching. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's reaching the top of the mountain. But fuck me, he's climbing the first 100 feet again and again and again.
Okay, I see what you're saying, yeah.
But I understand, we'll go with 40, that's fair enough. Family level, I think fuck all.
Wait.
Like, I'm astonished that Han saves him at the end. That is the twist of this movie, that Han actually bothers to save him.
I think he gets 6. Right?
Yep.
Because did Neela not get 5?
Neela got 1.
He gets 2.
Nice.
Just because Han was willing to go back for him, and Neela seems to like him somewhat.
Fair enough. Law breaking, I mean, quite high. Not high, but I mean, he speeds at incredible levels. He's reckless going through crowds.
Yeah, does he not go 190 at one point or something like
Well,
that?
190 kilometers.
Oh, it's kilometers. Okay.
This is Japan, so it's kilometers, which is still very fast.
What does he do? Speeding, racing.
He's reckless with like endangering people's life. He could have killed half a dozen people in that
that's
car park
true.
at the big start.
The car park, but also the
Racing
busy
through the
square.
streets, yeah, absolutely.
The busy square when he drifts through a crowd of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
45? 50?
And you see, I think that's too much. He's not actively trying to kill anyone, and technically nobody dies by his hand, if you know what I mean.
What then, like 30?
I was going to go like 25. Alright, I'll meet you at 27.
Okay.
I think that seems fair. It's more than speeding, but he's not actively trying to murder anyone.
He's not actively trying to murder them, but still, that was risky.
He could have killed 40 people there.
Oh, easily.
There could have been a 5-year-old girl that he just flattened.
Yeah.
He's reckless, but it's not. There's no malice there.
There's not intent.
No. And realistically, there's very little physics breaking in this movie.
No, it all seems like.
I mean, DK does a little bit, but even that is not unrealistic. Not that unrealistic.
There's no big jumps or anything in this movie.
No, it's a lot of drifting.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine with it. Right. That comes to an end of Fast and Furious 3, Tokyo Drift. That
sounds quite a lot like the Mortal Kombat theme.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Oh, I love that song. I had that as my ringtone for years.
Did you?
Well, back when I had a Robbie Williams Samsung Ericsson phone.
I think that should be the last line.
Yeah, that's the end of the deck for Trump's Top 6. Of course, it's not the end of the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
No, not at all. Because although it's only been a few days since we recorded the last one, we have to ask. Dynamic, what have you seen? What have you been watching?
I haven't watched anything.
Great.
Yeah, no, I've been busy, man. I haven't watched a thing. I haven't played any games. I've watched some YouTube, and I kind of wanted to watch that show. Have you seen it, Squid Game?
I did see it. I watched it.
Is it good?
That's the thing that I watched this week. I don't like it.
You don't?
I didn't. No. I didn't like it at all.
How long's it?
It's 8. Are they hour long? They're either 45 minute or hour long episodes.
Okay. I kind of want to watch it just because everyone's talking about it, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's
I
the
don't
only
like that
reason.
show. We may as well get on to my part of it. I watched Squid Game.
And you didn't like it?
I didn't like it at all. First of all, it's not in any way, shape, or form original. It's Battle Royale or Saw or...
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a Saw thing.
40 other fucking movies that you could name.
Mm-hmm.
It's not original at all. Secondly, I called the twist. I wouldn't say the twist, but I called the twist by episode 2.
Okay.
Like, I knew what was happening. I went, I know where this is going. And then it went there in episode 8, and I was like, yeah, I knew that. 3, I think it's terribly acted.
Wait, is it Japanese or Korean or Chinese? Korean. It's Korean, okay.
It's South Korean. And I think it is astonishingly badly acted. There's a couple of people in it that are good. The North Korean defector woman is pretty goddamn good. The friend from childhood who became a disgraced money manager, Sung Woo, I think his name is, he's pretty good. Everyone else is dog shit awful. Like, not a little bit dog shit awful, but some of the worst acting you've ever seen in your entire life. Really terrible bad. They do this thing, and I don't know if this is a real thing in Asian culture, but it's a big part of Asian entertainment. And I think it might be a meme. I think it
What?
might be this incredible overacting. This very Japanese game show level of like hands flailing in the air. Like this over the top, like flailing about, very pantomime overacting.
I don't know if
Bad or faulty kind of level of overacting.
I don't really know if I've noticed that before.
Watch any sort of show made for a Japanese audience.
I mean, I guess like maybe like Takeshi's Castle or something like that. You know, but
Takeshi's
that's sort of
Castle.
the point of that is to be like a
But you see,
pantomime.
yeah, but I think this might be a thing just in the Asian entertainment. Or not all of Asian entertainment. There's hundreds of different types of Asian entertainment. I'm not suggesting they're all similar. I don't know what Vietnamese entertainment is like, you know.
Okay. Yeah,
But
but
Japanese and I think perhaps Korean based on this.
like pantoing it up a bit.
Real pantoing it up. And it might be a thing that's appropriate to that's in keeping with the entertainment that you watch, the style of entertainment that's brought into every household where you live. But as an international observer, it's just like, this is just shit acting.
Mm.
This is not good. You're not like emphasizing what emotion you should be feeling here. You just look like a moronic caricature. I'm not interested in whatever the fuck it is that you're trying to portray. This is bad. This is really bad.
I mean, I think I'm gonna. I want to give it a watch this week. I might watch a couple of episodes or a few episodes
Sure, go for
over
it.
the weekend.
And
Just because.
they do get kind of less pantomime towards the end. Like the first couple of episodes are real bad, and then it gets a little bit less.
Okay.
But here's my reason that I think it's like a cultural thing. Because at a certain point, there's white people in it. And the
And do
white
they do the
people
same
are
acting?
doing the same goddamn thing.
Oh, so it's like the directors told them.
Yeah. Like you are cartoonishly evil. Laugh like this. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. The suffering of the poor.
Is it meant to be a serious show?
No, I don't think it is. Maybe it is, but it's not serious. It's moronic. It's terrible. I don't agree with the whole premise. Are you aware of what the premise is?
No, I literally know nothing about their show other than everyone's watching it.
Do you mind if I spoil the premise for you?
I
won't
would-
promise. I won't spoil the end.
Okay, tell me what the premise is then. But
The premise is that the Squid Game is a childhood game that everybody in Korea plays when they're kids, kind of like hopscotch, right?
right,
And lots of people in South Korea, and I think this is supposed to be a commentary on the rich v poor gap and economic
kind of like
station
what
climbing.
Parasite was going for as well.
Parasite does it way better, like 1,000 times better.
Okay.
But yes, kind of.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a great movie. Kind of, but coming from... In Parasite, it's sort of like the poor people are the bad people.
Yeah, but it still like highlights the like class differences and stuff.
Sure, but I'm just saying like the parasites are the poor people in that movie. And this, the bad people are the rich people. It's a subtle difference, but it is a difference, right?
Okay.
So, but the premise is, so lots of people in South Korea are in debt, and in debt in a way that they can't pay back. They've lost their job, they've made bad investments, they're in a situation that, like anyone else in the developed world is, that you can get yourself in a situation you just can't get yourself out of. And you're in a debt spiral, and that kind of becomes your whole life, and nothing good or bad can come to you because the debt is everything. So, in order to get out of debt, some people are approached and offered the opportunity to play the Squid Game. Now, they don't know that it's a Squid Game, but they know that they will play a game for money.
Okay.
They get there, they play the game. There's a potential of a lot of money. I'm sure you've seen by now that people die in this game. I've compared it to Battle Royale.
Yeah.
It's a knockout tournament. It's winner takes all.
Okay, it's like the lengths you're willing to go to.
Absolutely. And
Right.
the money involved is, I actually checked, it's like 45 billion won, which is like 27 million pounds. It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. However, there's 3 rules in the game. 1, you have to play the game, there's no quitting. 2, you must play by whatever the rules of that current game are. And 3, or 2 or whatever it is, I can't remember the order. But the 3, if people want to quit the game, as long as a majority agrees, they can quit. So there's like 450 people in the game, and they go through the first thing, and like 200 of them die.
Wait, do you mean? Sorry, rewind a second. See,
Yep.
if I said I wanted to quit, I'd have to get the majority of votes of saying it's okay for Dynamic to quit.
No, everyone quits or nobody quits.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right, okay. But then you get
But
nothing.
You get nothing. But the family members of the people who died each get a cut of the cash.
Okay.
Right? So they go through the first game, which is moronic. Like, these aren't cool or clever games. They're like, they haven't went to the effort of making these games interesting in any way. It's kind of shit.
Okay.
Which is also annoying. But they go through the first game, and like, I don't know if 200 of them dies, but 100 of them die, right?
A chunk.
No, there's 466.
Oh, that's like a lot.
There's 466 in the game, and by the end of the first game, there's 201 left.
Alright, it's over half. Jesus Christ.
That's over half. 250 die, and I'll tell you how I know that, because when they go to the vote, because as soon as the first game's ended, someone goes, "We can vote to stop. Let's vote to stop," and they vote.
Okay,
and
everyone, I'd vote to stop then.
Well, 100 vote to stop, 100 vote to stay, and then the last guy votes to let everybody leave. So they all leave. They all get dropped off and go back to their life. But they say before they go, if the majority of you wants to restart the game, we'll bring you back and restart it.
Oh, is this
And
like the first episode?
Yeah, this is all the first episode. And somehow that fucking, they go back.
That's
and I
dumb.
don't
If you
believe
voted to
anybody's going
leave,
back.
why would you go back? Yeah.
I can't believe that anybody would vote to go
No,
back.
it would just be the 101 to 100 again.
Yeah, but it's not. Almost everyone comes back.
Oh, that's weird.
It's super fucking weird. I don't like it. It's a bad game. It's a bad show. It's terribly acted. The premise is crap. The acting is crap. The plot is crap. It's shit. It's truly shit.
And I am looking forward to watching it.
I would
this
like
week.
I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
No, I want to give it a watch.
Now, technically, we could make it the next Top Trumps deck.
Oh. Is there enough characters and stuff?
Yeah, there probably is, yeah.
I'd be down.
You'd have to watch all 8 episodes for next week.
I'll try my best.
Or you could watch Star Wars.
Fuck that. No. I really don't
It's
want
The Force
to.
Awakens.
I
It's not
don't
that bad.
care. I don't care. I do not want to watch that movie. I cannot be fucked with Star Wars.
But it's The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens is not that bad.
Mate, it's not The Force Awakens. It's the rabbit hole of Star Wars that we will inevitably go down.
No, but I like that rabbit hole. I like us complaining about it. That's one of the genesis of this podcast, is how annoyed we got at those movies.
Not yet. Not yet.
What about for a Christmas treat?
Maybe for a Christmas treat.
We'll dump all 3 of them in like one sitting. That's people's Christmas presents.
Just, if we do, I want to be churning through them though. I do not want to be. I see the Fast and Furious ones. I do like that we do give them like quite a lot of thought, or the Harry Potter ones. That's the only 2 we've done so far, right?
Yeah.
We give them thought. I just don't give a fuck about Star Wars.
That's
I
no
really
fucking
don't
true.
care.
You do give a fuck about
Nah,
Star
mate,
Wars, which is
I
what
do not
irritates me so
care.
much. I can hear the rage in your voice. You loved Star Wars. That's what made their betrayal
Oh.
so painful.
Did you see the Game of Thrones trailer?
No.
Mate, their new Game of Thrones trailer.
Fucking hell. You see, unless they're redoing season 7 and 8, I don't give a shit.
Nope, it's for the Targaryen book.
Do not give a shit. Who
Nah.
cares? What, Duncan Egg?
No. It's the Fire and Blood.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Couldn't
like,
give a shit.
mate, I looked it up, right? 'Cause I'm like, is this them coming over to Westeros or whatever? No, it's 100 years after that.
Oh, what's
Matt
the point
Smith's
then?
in it.
Oh,
I don't,
absolutely not.
I don't know, man. I got sent it, and I like responded with like a yawn gif. And then the guy was like, "Why you yawn?" I'm like, "Who gives a fuck?" After the last season, who cares?
Yeah. Am I seriously going to get invested in this show knowing that if, like, I really like it, they can shit the bed next season? Is it the same 2 decades?
No, it's not. It's different people, and I think one of them did work on. I recognise one of the names from like maybe directed a few episodes of Game of Thrones or something. But nah, it's different guys.
They have ruined Game of Thrones. They have killed that property.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's astonishing because the merchandise from that fucking property must have been like Star Wars level.
From like 2011 till the last season, and what was that, 2019?
Something like that.
Everyone talked about it.
And they killed it dead. Like, I have. At some point, I was vaguely interested in like having a long claw replica.
Oh yeah, it'd be sick.
It'd be kind of sick, you know what I mean? But you could not pay me to have one of those fucking things in my house.
Nah.
At this point.
Nah, not at all.
At all. I kind of wanted the horn that Sam found because I thought that was going to be the horn that broke down the wall.
No, but the blue dragon breath is the thing that broke down the wall for some reason. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who fucking cares, man? Actually, who cares?
The cold breath made the cold wall even too cold. I don't even know what that fucking is.
Horseshit.
Honest to God, just one of the worst pieces. If anybody has ever just given up, it's kind of astonishing. Danny kind of forgot about that fleet. Danny kind of forgot that Westeros is supposed to be like bigger than the American North and South continents combined.
We have somehow turned it into what did you watch this week into just a Game of Thrones fucking rant.
Honest to God, that chill broke my damn heart.
Yeah. Anyway, let's wrap it up, man.
To anyone who's ever going to listen to this, I just want to say, go and look up that GIF, which is a comparison of the Battle of Helm's Deep against the Battle of the Long Night from Lord of the Rings and Games of Thrones. And the Long Night was built up over 10 years.
Yeah, about 10 years, yeah.
To be an ultimate, incredible, fantastic battle that lasts all of 25 minutes. In real time, not even on the show. On the show, it lasts 5 minutes.
It's
and
horseshit.
In pitch darkness. You can't see anything that happens. Nothing cool happens. Like 3 seasons earlier, when Jon Snow is escaping from the north, and that sort of dock, he gets a ship.
Oh, that's way cooler.
That's a way better battle.
Yeah, it's in daylight.
Than the Long Night.
It's in daylight, and it's sick.
But the comparison,
or even the battle at the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the season before is way better.
But the comparison of Helm's Deep to the Long Night just shows you how shit that show is.
You can't. There's no comparison.
There's no comparison. And of course, fucking Arya just Deus Ex Machining, stabbing him It breaks my damn heart, that show. That could have been so good. Do you remember when people were obsessed with knowing if Jon Snow... Like, I remember reading tons of YouTube videos. Alt Shift X, fantastic YouTuber. Sadly reduced. His videos on Games of Thrones were fascinating.
Oh, they were great.
Watching hundreds of videos and reading through, like, going on message boards and reading through really convoluted plot lines that explain how Jon was actually a Targaryen before anybody knew that. Like, that was all fascinating and I was super into it. And to have pissed it away in that degree is astonishing.
Yeah. Nah, it's wild.
Right, anyway. We'll let it fucking go.
Yeah,
Thank
on
you for
that
joining us for
depressing
Top...
note.
Yeah, thank you for joining us for Top Trump 6. Next week, Squid Game, which I'll have to rewatch some of it.
Cool.
But we'll do Squid Game because there's easily 30 people in there. Is there 30 people?
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
We can squeeze a deck out of that.
I imagine it's 8 hours worth of fucking.
We might
show.
be adding some fucking filler, but we can squeeze a deck out of that. It's not a good show. It's a terrible fucking show. It's god awful. But I'll go into even more detail about why it's god awful next week.
All right. Anyway,
It's a bad show.
Thanks for listening, folks.
Yep. Thanks for joining us. Much love, and we'll see you next week.
All right, catch.
Bye.